Hey guys. It's me Aries. We have a new Call of Duty mobile video today. Before I start, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. And subscribe for daily video. Also don't forget to turn on the notification bell button to keep you updated on what's new on COD Mobile. Without further ado, let's get started. Today I'm going to show you how to get Ruin and Man O' War with Industrial Revolution skin before the rank ends. I know someone will ask when the release date is. I looked at their social media and they still have no post about when. But there is widespread news that in the Korean version they have changed the end date of their bundles. It used to be 3 days, but it's been 7 days. So there is a possibility that this is a hint for us as when the release date. The expected date is June 10, but there is no confirmation as to when. So I recommend that you follow their social media to keep you updated. Don't worry if they have official statements, I will tell you right then. So now let's continue our video on how to get Ruin and Man O' War. Let's start with Man O' War. Of course, to get it you must play a rank. You'll get it if you reach the Master 1. The question is, how can we get this easier? I'm just a solo player, so for me it was a bit difficult. Sometimes I just play with my friends. All you have to do is play with your friends or your clan mate who can help you. Don't always rely on your friends, doesn't mean you always win even though he is good in playing. Remember to do your best to help your team win. I repeat, do not always rely on your team that you always win. Because there are times you will lose. Next is how you play. Are you an aggressive player, always to rushing the enemies? Are you good at understanding game modes such as team deathmatch, domination, hardpoint, and search and destroy? When you play the domination, you have to capture the objectives and you know how to depend on whether you got the objectives. Many still do not understand how to play domination. So please study carefully how to play different game modes. Because the concept of game modes is different. And as for HP, there are still a lot of players who don't even know where the next hard point are. I have a video on where the locations are. I just put the link in my description below so you can learn. You have to memorize the HP locations. About 10 seconds before the location change, you should go to the next location to capture and leave your opponent who guard the current location and go to the next HP for you to win. This 2-game mode I want to point out to you because many people have difficulty understanding it. Understanding the different game modes give you more advantage than other players. Next is what loadout you need to use. It depends on where you are comfortable. The guns I recommend are the KN-44, Cordite, a K117, Rus 79U, Pharaoh, but they going to nerf in new season. Type 25, still good for ranked game. Any gun as long as you know how to use it. An operator skill, you can choose anything, but what I used before is the War Machine, but now I use gravity spikes, but it would be nerfed. My only recommendation for perks that should not be unforgettable is Dead Silent, and then in other perks you can choose anything you want. With the attachment you can search on YouTube what is good attachment for your gun to use. But for me, I always put a quick draw for quick aim. I would definitely recommend that you use rare guns as others have the added advantage that when you res spawn you can speed up your movements. You can quickly return to the fight. The next thing you should be aware of. You need to know where your opponent is, always look at the mini-map when your team launched UAV. This would help you a lot so you know where your opponents are. If your opponent has a UAV, you must destroy it. Here why I am annoyed, even legendary players ignore the UAV of our opponent. You must destroy any score streaks that's flying on the air. Don't ignore those. Lastly is to communicate to your team. You also need to talk to your teammates if you have a plan. Don't open voice chat if your background is noisy. It's annoying, they ask to open mic and they don't talk. Please, if you're going to open your mic, make sure that your background was not noisy. That's how I get the Man O' War. Please avoid quitting the game or trash talking your team. Does not gonna help you to win. Just focus and enjoy your game. Help one another to the team. If you are not good at playing, do not rush and avoid get killed many times. Assisting your team. That's the best thing you can do if you don't get the kills. That's all about the Man O' War. Then now let's go to the Ruin Industrial Revolution. The other method to get the Man O' War it can apply in getting the Ruin Industrial. I did a video about Merc 5 Yellow Snake on how to get it. It's just the same way how to get Ruin Industrial Revolution. Watch that too. They say it's easier to play BR than MP. Yes, that's true, just don't team up with quitters. I hate quitters. If you quit and you purposely did that, just uninstall the COD Mobile because you're toxic player, COD Mobile don't need you. Sorry if I offend you. You'll get it if you reach Master 2. But next season it will be Master 3 if you want to get the next character, which is Battery, Skulls and Blood. It's pretty hard to rank up in next season. Next is the gun that you will use. For me it is better to use AK-117, PDW-57, and M4. Sniper is optional, but if you want to use it, choose the Arctic 50 exotic as it is more comfortable. You can get an exotic Arctic 50 in the airdrop or in the high tier area. You can see the mini-map where there's a yellow unless you have checked the high tier. You can check the high tier when you open the mini-map. Having yellow means you can get lots of good loots, or you have a chance to catch an exotic Arctic 50. These are recommended gun if you have to use them because the recoil is low and easy manage. Sorry if I didn't have a gameplay in the Battle Royale, because BR don't have yet the Man O' War and only the MP have it. So all of our gameplay for now is for MP. Next season the Man O' War will be available in BR and also the DLQ-33. The next thing to keep in mind is choosing which class you will use. The one I always used was the Scout class, even though they shorten the range. It's up to you if you want to use a mechanic, medic, ninja, poltergeist, trickster, clown, defender, airborne and trap master. You have 10 options. You should use a useful class, especially if you are playing a squad or duo. If you're done choosing, as much as possible you must upgrade your class if you are close to the chip terminal so that the class you are using is more powerful. Use the classes in good timing. You have to know how to use different classes because most of you have been playing for a long time. As I said before, when there is something new in COD Mobile, you should try to know how it works. The next is the use of tactical and lethal. The most effective is using Nova Gas. It greatly reduces your health, so you always pick it up when there is an opponent inside in the building. Don't rush if you know there is an opponent inside because he is waiting for you to go inside too. So before you go inside you have to throw with any tactical or lethal before taking it. Many players get die because they start rushing the enemy place without using lethal or tactical. If you have any tips that I didn't mention to this video, feel free to comment below. I also recommend that you play squad if you can't play solo. Go to World Chat. Many people have invitation to play BR. That's one of the main reasons why I become a legendary, because I join when someone invite in World Chat for Battle Royale. But when you are looking for multiplayer, it is rare for someone to send an invitation to the world. This is effective only in BR. Next, go to the high ground. This is effective when the safe zone is getting smaller. It is a great advantage if you are in high ground. You have a much better chance of winning if when you get ahead of them. In order to survive longer, get plenty of adrenaline so you can use it when the safe zone is smaller, and don't forget to share your adrenaline to your team if you have a lot because he may need it too. Because when you share your loots you can survive for longer, maybe you can win. When you are legendary, your goal is to be in the top 10 or top 1 if you can win, so that you can earn more points and don't get deducted. You must also know how to defend yourself if you encounter an enemy. When your enemy shooting at you and you have to reload. The important thing you need to do is to jump to get the enemy more difficult to shoot you or run by left and right. Then find your place to heal. Next is use your mini-map to locate if there's someone nearby and see some footstep. Always be aware in your mini-map and always look behind you if someone follows you. Because players will follow you around to get more close before they can charge you. That's what I do. Sometimes I look at my back and have an opponent behind me. So I can kill them before they start shooting at me. You should always be looking at the screen because there are opponents in front of you that you just don't notice because you might be doing something. You should focus on your screen if you want to win or longer to survive. If you don't get the War or Ruin Industrial Revolution, it's okay because there's another season. So you always have to play next season to get it. I know you can get that too, so just be patient. The key to getting it right is that you have a lot of patience. Win or lose is okay. You just play and play. Don't quit. Before playing you should be relaxed and not tired. Just enjoy it. Don't get mad, you should just focus on winning. Avoid the mistakes you make. When you have lose many times, I suggest to rest for a few minutes and then try playing again. Because when you have relax you have a better of game and winning that game. That's all our video for this day. I hope this video help you to get those rewards. I know you can get it too before the season end. Just try and try. Believe to yourself. You can make it. Anyway, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell button to keep you updated whenever I upload a video. Help me reach 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys and always be positive. I'll update you more about the release date if I have information to gather. In Garena server, they don't have any post if they gonna delete it too or not. Other than that, it's me Aries and I'm out.